So super stock cars are flying onto the track right now. And
Yes.
the 20 is using his X-ray vision to decide where to park.
Okay, James Gress pulling out the number 20. Number 20.
All right, I'm done.
The 707 is Tim Lyons from Clarksburg, Ohio. The 101 is Billy Kern from Liberty Township, Ohio. The 331, Chance Montgomery from Greenfield, Ohio. The 311 is Dustin Pegg from West Alexandria, Ohio. The 21, Junior Timothy Metz Jr. from Kentucky. Matt Long is in the 02 from Kentucky. The 01 is Mike Long, also from Kentucky. Keeping the train going, the 85.5, Randall Centers from Frankfort, Kentucky. And then Ricky Centers in the number 3 from Frankfort, Kentucky. Greg Norris in the number 89 from Salina, Ohio. The 53 is Sean Wyckoff from Salina, Ohio. Dennis White will be in the 18. He's from Cattaraugus, New York. The 14S, Jim Gleaches. He's a Pennsylvania driver. Justin Everhart from Pennsylvania, the 15J. Bronson Bogan from Franklin, West Virginia, 58. Brandon Marston from Sugar Grove, West Virginia, the 24. 265 is John Simpson from Greenville, Ohio. Randy Wines in the 413. You saw him earlier from West Elkton, Ohio. The 496 is Justin Buchanan. He's going to be one to watch. He's from Eaton, Ohio. MacArthur, Ohio in the number 427, Levi Mace. Brody Gussler from MacArthur, Ohio in the number 42. Jared Gussler from MacArthur in the 701. The 96 is Ira Wolf from Newmarket, Virginia. Number 70X is Speedy Wealthy. He's from Newmarket, Virginia. Ben Brown will be in the number 63. He's from Plattsburgh, New York. What a tow there. That is a long trip from Plattsburgh. Jared Bishop in the number 14X from Cardington, Ohio. Tony Drexler from Wapak, Ohio. The 5X is Russell Martin from Goshen, Ohio. In the R94, that is Robbie Kern from Lebanon, Goshen, Ohio's Rick Kern in the number R89. And then 86K is Elmer Kimmy from Nelsonville, Ohio. That is the rundown here on the Super Stocks. This again is the final of our one and dones, and then we will move into our qualified features. Lest we overlook the one and done for the kickers at the end of the night.
Yeah, kickers is a one and done, but still a full-on feature.
Yep.
$496.
496, one of the drivers on our sheet. That is Justin Buchanan, the guy that we were told to watch. The gentleman pulling out their short fused. Missed the number on that.
96.
Was it 96? That is Ira Wolf.
70X rolling out.
Buchanan there. The black and green colors, the 701. One of the Gussler machines.
A couple of wagons.
Yes.
Oh,
Love it.
boy. Hey, Brandy White wants to cheer on her hubby in the Super Stock. She's rooting for number 18. Let's go, Den.
Dennis White from Cattaraugus. And I didn't, I think that was the number 24. Brandon Marston from Sugar Grove, West Virginia, opting to go nose out. Now, we can get excited about that, but he's the last car in line. The diagonal is facing away from where he is. It's just going to give him the opportunity to go nose out to the wall.
Right.
And get the back end
Get
queued up. I don't really know if this is as much as we are, is going to amount to as much as we expect it to be.
Nazareth Arthur rooting on Matthew Long and Timothy Mertz Jr.
Hey, Nazareth Arthur, RDP driver, number 6.
Oh, nice shot.
That was a good shot.
Buckled that fender.
Yeah. Number 12. Tony Drexler. Used to have a headlight bucket right there. Horse support got shaken up pretty good. Jared Bishop in the number 14X. One of the GM wagons that's out there. Bank shot and a beauty. Oh no. That R89 there tried to bank shot it in, and for a moment it looked like perhaps that was the end of his night. That was Rick Kern, and that R89 thought maybe bouncing off the wall like that would have broken the rear axle for some reason. He was on pause over there for a moment, able to refire and pull away.
Big shot.
Wow. That 101 just ate that shot right there. The left front was already laid over, and now you can see the resulting damage continuing to go downhill. That's the 427 Levi Moore, or Levi Mace from MacArthur, Ohio. And the 58 out there, Bronson Bogan.
Won't be able to do that much longer today.
Nope.
Pick up a bumper with one hand.
And throw it.
Yeah.
Toss it over the wall. Superstocks on track, NLR Derby Parts presenting this red flag, NLRDerbyParts.com.
Another red flag. Another bumper.
I hate to be that guy because we always hear about it in Demolition Derby. It'd be good if you just. It would be good if you just.
Right.
You know, and then we climb that ladder from being a stock show up to a limited well derby with wired doors or something like that. You know.
Right.
But I was always a fan of the rules when you're allowed a little bit of chain wrapped around the back bumper just to keep them from falling off.
Yeah, I mean, I like it when it's bolted to the frame rail, really, so that it doesn't break free of the sheet metal and that kind of stuff.
Just for pace purposes, you know.
I bet you're having a sale, aren't you, George? No sales right now. If you go to ghgraphics.net and enter code JUST. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
Oh, good shot. And a red flag immediately. Oh.
That would be why.
That would be why, yes. Wow.
That 42 went flying down the track and caught the 15. I think that might be Justin Everharts that got hit on at the far end. Meanwhile, behind all that, we got a rollover. And that is the number 58, Bronson Bogan.
You're going to have a hard time rolling that one because of the wall being right there.
Quite the pool underneath there. See,
Yeah.
up in the front window. I mean, at risk of the roof sign, I don't know why you couldn't come in from the other side, just kind of square it up and flop it over that way.
Yeah. Gonna try this way, I guess.
And at intermission, here just before we get into the rest of our features for the evening, that gentleman's going to use those tines and open up a soda can.
Right?
That's pretty good. I don't think he ever hit that the textured poured walls in the front either.
Next, he's gonna flip a coin. Brian Lindsay watching from home. We're working on his daughter's car. We appreciate you guys tuning in from Bee Spring, Kentucky. This one? Yep. George says they just ordered a roof sign. I said, this one in this picture? LRWparts.com Superstock feature back underway. Oh, 24 drove himself up on the backside of that car. Just asking to eat the steering up.
Another stoppage. Did you hear the track debris hit the trailer?
Yes.
Sounded like a gunshot. Man. Realistic Derby Project red flag here. We got,
what's left of a bumper.
Yeah. Right before that red flag, I heard somebody out there with really heavy but really labored RPM. And when you hear that, it always kind of makes me look around the track to see if anybody sounds like they're going 100 miles an hour but moving it too.
Right.
Like if there's a transmission go bad someplace. I haven't seen any of that yet, but it did not sound good. Oh, beautiful shot placement right there. Then the right front corner of that number 15J.
Buchanan picking his shots in the 496. Working rear axles and front tires. 15J maneuvering around quickly here. Looks like he's not running a radiator. Lube hose is in that system.
That 15 is a popular guy. Everybody taking a crack. Whoa! Everhart's. Look at the number 01. Mike Long from Kentucky.
J, we were talking about Justin Everhart. He's running the Crown Vic that was sold to him by Al Crockett in Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah?
Look at the overflow pouring out of that.
We're going to get a red flag here in a minute.
Yeah. It's still attached at the moment.
I thought that would have done it. That shot was put right in that right corner. 413. That is Randy Wines. Okay, that is Elmer Kinney from Nelsonville, Ohio. The black and yellow machine, nose to nose with the 496 of Justin Buchanan from Eaton, Ohio. That's the R89 of Rick Kern from Goshen.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Levi Mace, 427.
May have taken himself out with that shot.
Yeah.
They're going to check on him. I think he bounced off the steering wheel. Nope. Bumper on the track. Just happened to be coincidental timing.
Official is down there checking on the 14X, though.
Whoa. Oh.
That's Jared Bishop.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's why you get out of that car.
Not good.
No front bumper, frame rails punched out of it.
That is the 42, Brody Gussler from MacArthur, Ohio. Good look at the 70X. First time we had the opportunity to talk about that machine. Speedy Wealthy from Newmarket. Back and forth. That's Timothy Metz Jr. Big bounce there out of the 86K of Kimmy going over that back bumper. And again, see some heat starting to develop under the hood of that 86. A while ago it was steaming pretty heavy as the water burned out of that engine. And now you can see the heat beginning to manifest in the form of blue smoke down here at the opposite of the track now. Back to the same side of the track. There's the smoke that we were talking about on that 86K. 01 and 02, Matt Long by the ball.
Down hot. And laborful.
Yeah, with a broken right front wheel too.
Oof.
That is Timmy. And they have found the place where his Bash for Cash run ends. Can't get the wheels to turn, stuck in some of the softer dirt up there along the wall. I think it's clearing up.
Yeah, it's fine. Little octane booster, it'll be good to go. George.
Some Buchanan having a good run in the 496.
So far, he's, for the most part, been able to sort of run his own game here. A couple guys were on him a little bit, but they are no longer in the running.
Right. Some of his problems took care of themselves, so to say. That's Long in the number 02.
Someone successfully got a car all the way to the wall.
Hey, finally.
They didn't touch it. They stopped just before it. Oh, that helped.
I don't want you spoiled.
That's right.
Really buckled the back of that R34. And red flag out.
For another bumper.
Or maybe that is the... Uh-oh, halfway.
It's our favorite button.
Another back bumper. Believe that is the back piece of steel formerly known as Ricky Center's back bumper.
Wendell Stamper wishing luck to Matt and Mike Long.
That might have been the R94. Robbie Kern up there along the wall. He was doing battle with the number 02.
Oh,
Another big shot delivered. Man.
Randall Centers, the 85.5, just teeing off on people.
Matt Long on that number 02. Breaking hearts, breaking dreams, and breaking rear arches.
Yeah.
Moment there, that R94, Robbie Kern was tangled up with the number 3. That was Ricky Centers. Everybody able to continue on now. Big plume of smoke there in the center of the track. I believe that is from that R94, the Kern machine. I believe that's the 18 now. It's helping break that knot of traffic up. Dennis White was in the middle of all that. 85.5. Randall Centers.
Got a wheel on the track. Might just be a tire, but I think it's the whole wheel. Right next to the 3.
Yep.
Andrew Gevedin wishes good luck to Dustin Buchanan as well. Ashley Dunaway rooting for the Long brothers from Mabel Stamp.
Robbie Kern just got
Mabel
sandwiched.
Stamper, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Kern just got sandwiched. Front corner, the right rear corner, and the left rear corner all hit at the same time. And now one more time on that right rear corner. That was the number 02, Matt Long.
They have just hung that blue black car on the bumper of the 413.
Good grief. I think that is 18. That was Dennis White.
Came off it.
7 or so down to right now. White able to get out of that mess, carry on in the number 18. Matt Long in the 02. Using that nose. And Buchanan ducks and evades. Now White trying to get that 18 to refire. And he does so. Here comes the 85.5. Once again, that is Centers. Russell Centers in the 85.5. It's a jab on the back of the 496. Mike Long in the 01. Flanks to the side, goes after the steer tires on the front of the 496 of Buchanan. Here's Matt Long, getting things turned around. The business end of that number 02 facing the opposition. Buchanan hard on the throttle, drives out of that after he was being occupied by the 85.5 of Centers. The 01 of Mike Long now taking up residence on the front bumper of the 496. Matt Long shot from the back on the number 18 of White. White may have found himself in the center of an argument he really didn't know existed, because there's been some added attention now as we've had some attrition put on that 496.
Dustin Buchanan.
That's the 21 junior that we just saw make a return. Timothy Metz, Kentucky. Mike Long, Matt Long, Kentucky. Buchanan from Ohio, 85.5. Randall Centers from Kentucky. The number 18, Dennis White, Cattaraugus Speedway.
Local driver. Here comes the guy. Swing and a miss. 85.5. Trying to get there.
Randall Centers.
Whoa. Trent Burke was just telling us that the 02 was laying the smackdown out here.
Sure was. Now we're going to see.
He's going to run up and down the wall until he saws off a tie rod. Or flips himself over, one of the two.
He's going to be official there quick.
Yeah, he got that.
Down,
See,
but at what cost?
Behind those walls is a dirt ramp, dirt berm. Oh boy.
Cannon with a big shot on the left front corner. Here comes Long.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Wow. That tipped the 18 up on its side, and that lowered the tire enough for the 02 to pull off of it.
Wow. That was White starting to tune things up. Here comes Long after White.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Himself over. Wow. Yikes. Very late hit.
Oh boy.
There's a fire. He's out safe.
Good.
But it's on fire. They need to get over there.
It's,
Chambliss welding red flag.
we see some fluid running out of the top of the car there too.
Yeah, that's a fuel fire.
Yeah. You see fuel draining likely out of the vent hose, right?
Yes.
You can see, you can follow it right down to the gas tank.
Yes. They need to be aware of this. This one's just standing here with a smile on his face.
Little does he know,
I'm worried about the fumes that come from that.
Right.
Thankfully, it looks like they got the flame out. Whew,
skid
scary.
steer's out there ready to scoop up the puddle, it would appear.
Look at Buchanan, Sunday drive. Doing work. He doesn't like being on camera, Billy.
Doesn't even want his arm to be on camera.
He don't want to look at you. Go away. Good job.
Yep,
Oh,
this is about to get
more
interesting.
fire.
I appreciate the fact that the fire crew is right there.
Yes.
Everybody else standing back away from this.
Driver's back in there to flip switches. Scary. Meanwhile, they're standing in a saturated mud pit of gasoline.
You can see the skid steer's already down in the dirt. Looks like he's
Gonna scoop. Eventful Shambles Wedding red flag. Thankful that that driver got out safely.
Yep.
That was, I mean,
that had the makings of something very bad.
whew. And you know, it was excitement all the way up to that. he was going for a kill shot, just got a little bit too far ahead of himself. Didn't time it right. Bounced off the wall, over the wall, and then up and over upside down. I mean, it was just domino effect of chaos.
Look at how far the stacks push back on that right side.
Yeah.
Rub a little dirt on it.
Spray it with some Windex, you'll be fine. Want to see what we have left
Yeah.
once we get back to green
Bit of an
flag here.
extended red flag here too with some of these cars that are steaming. The car that's directly behind us, it's got a little bit of a tick or a rattle to it. Sounds like it's running a little warm.
A little bit.
Good hit. That was White. Clearing the right rear corner on the 21 junior. That is Timothy Metz Jr. Now Metz puts a shot on White. Steering is broken on the 85.5. Randall Centers also watching for the 01 of Long. 02, Matt Long exiting the car. The 01 of Mike Long was still out there at the time of the red flag. Buchanan in the 496.
Buchanan just puts a little tap on the driver's door and gives him a little wave, the 01. 21 junior. Got himself up in the backside of Buchanan's machine. Bumpers hooked over each other. Gonna be along for the ride here unless they get a little help. They can't even hand signal each other because they can't see each other in this vantage point.
02 out with a fire, 01 breaks off, and now we see the 18 sitting idle up there at the top of the track. White looks like he's taking the stick down. 85.5 in trouble again. The steam continued to pour from under the hood, and that left front wheel looking a little ugly on Randall Sentra's machine. Now steam coming from under the hood on the number 21 junior, Timothy Metz.
Ooh!
Oh my.
Hope he's all right.
Gonna let him get out or just gonna shove him back over?
Justin's one of those guys, he'll just tell him to flip it over quick. He'll sit right in the seat. Just brace himself. There you go.
Sounded heavy.
Yeah. They'll check it for fuel. That was a...
Took the hairnet off it.
Yeah.
85 trying to refire. Pushing a lot of black smoke, a little bit of raw fuel burn off, but does not appear to have been able to restart yet.
Right now, last contacts on the 21 junior.
Mm-hmm.
Buchanan fired. GHgraphics.net red flag. Smoke rings coming out of the 85.5 now.
It's trying.
Here we go. Oof.
Wow.
In your face. Back away. No pin to win. Buchanan being patient here. Timed it. Got himself a little bit of room.
Look how high the nose is. Let him lean on the doors. Push your own nose up, you know. You can't tell me he didn't notice the steam there when under that red flag either. I mean, it was right in his window.
Right. Coming around. Buchanan trying to time it, using the 18.5 here to, or 85.5 here, excuse me, to sort of run blocker. Trying to goad him in.
Yep.
Then trying to take in the door.
Yep. I like it. All good moves.
Yeah. Timothy Metz. Well-deserved 1 and 2 here, regardless of how they finish. But I'd love to see Justin just take off down the other end, spin it around, and meet him in the middle.
Yep. I mean, right now what he's doing is just continuing to shove that nose up in the air. It looks a little bit like the quarter panel's pushing down to touch, but I don't think that there's a whole lot left back there that didn't already begin to roll. There's a good look at it.
Yeah.
The bumper's already up on top of the trunk. Probably not going to affect anything too major for Buchanan.
He goes in there too deep, and he hooks his bumper under the cradle on this 21 junior. They'll have a little issue. We've seen the front tires come off the ground a couple of times on this 21J. So,
as far off center as he is from the side on us, I think he's got to be doing some business on the left front tire too, left front wheel. You can see the body on both these cars shaking, just shuddering.
The last time the 21 junior got hung on Buchanan, it was before the rollover. His nose is pitched higher now, so maybe he's able to clear that bumper.
Right rear tire doesn't look like it's on the ground.
Something's wrong, that's for sure. High centered himself. Look at the front rails.
Yeah.
Front rails under the firewall, and he
waved off.
Good battle. Very good battle, and Justin's got a car he can run somewhere else.